Do you ever feel like people are hiding things from you? Maybe it's a friend, a partner, or even someone at work, and deep down you know something just doesn't add up. Here's the truth. Most people go through life clueless about the subtle signs of deception. But you're not average, are you? You're here because you're ready to unlock the secrets that others don't even realize exist. Imagine walking into any room and immediately sensing who's lying, who's truthful, and who's hiding something. That's the kind of edge I'm offering you today. But let me warn you, once you learn these secrets, there's no turning back. You'll see the world differently. You'll see people differently. You'll stop being deceived, and you'll start seeing through masks. This isn't just theory. I remember a time when I trusted someone completely. Their words were sweet, their actions seemed genuine, but something felt off. I ignored the signs, and it cost me deeply. After diving into books like Paul Ekman's Telling Lies and Malcolm Gladwell's Talking to Strangers, I realized I had missed all the clues staring me in the face. That's when I vowed never to be fooled again. And today, I'm sharing these life-changing insights with you. Number 1, pay attention to microexpressions. A person's face can reveal what their words attempt to hide. Microexpressions are incredibly brief, involuntary facial expressions that occur when someone experiences an emotion they're trying to conceal. These fleeting reactions can last for just a fraction of a second, but they carry significant meaning. For instance, if someone claims to be happy for your success, but flashes a quick look of disdain or envy, it could be a sign their words don't align with their true feelings. Psychologist Paul Ekman's research has shown that microexpressions are universal across cultures and reveal genuine emotions such as anger, sadness, fear, or joy. Imagine a scenario where someone denies being angry, but you catch a momentary narrowing of their eyes and tightening of their lips, classic signs of suppressed anger. While recognizing microexpressions requires careful observation and practice, it's an invaluable skill for detecting lies. Try paying close attention to the subtle flickers on someone's face during emotionally charged conversations. Number 2, the power of inconsistencies. Truthful stories usually remain consistent because they're rooted in real events. In contrast, lies are constructed narratives that can fall apart under scrutiny. A liar often struggles to maintain consistency when asked to recount details multiple times. For example, if someone says they were at the gym at 6 p.m., but later mentions being stuck in traffic at the same time, you've identified a glaring inconsistency. The more detailed a lie, the harder it is for the liar to remember everything they've fabricated. This becomes especially apparent when you ask follow-up questions. Imagine asking someone to describe a specific event, and their version of events changes slightly each time. Perhaps they initially claimed they were alone, but later mentioned being with someone. These small cracks in the story can indicate deception. A simple technique is to reframe a question or revisit a detail later in the conversation to see if their story holds up. Number 3, observe their body language. Words may lie, but the body often tells the truth. Nonverbal cues, such as body posture, gestures, and movements, can betray a liar's anxiety or discomfort. Common signs include crossing arms, fidgeting, avoiding eye contact, or touching the face. For instance, someone who scratches their nose or covers their mouth while speaking might be subconsciously signaling their unease. In the definitive book of body language, Alan and Barbara Pease highlight how liars often place objects like cups, bags, or even their hands between themselves and others as a barrier. Imagine confronting someone about a missing item, and they respond by crossing their arms, leaning back, or turning slightly away from you. These defensive postures can signal a lie. However, it's important to interpret body language in context. Some people naturally fidget or avoid eye contact due to nervousness, not dishonesty. Look for clusters of behaviors that align with other signs of lying for a clearer picture. Number 4, spot the delayed response. When asked a question, a truthful person can usually respond quickly because they're recalling genuine memories. A liar, however, needs extra time to construct a believable response. For example, if you ask someone, "Did you finish the project on time?" and they pause, stammer, or repeat the question before answering, it might indicate they're crafting a lie. Hesitations or long pauses can be red flags, especially when coupled with other indicators of deception. A common scenario is when someone avoids answering directly by buying time with filler words like well, or let me think. Imagine asking, where were you last night? And instead of a straightforward answer, they respond with, let me see. I think I was at the mall. This delay gives them time to construct their story, but it can also expose their dishonesty. Pay attention to the rhythm and flow of their responses, as truth usually comes more naturally than a fabricated tale. Number 5, watch for overcompensation. Liars often feel the need to go the extra mile to make their story believable. This overcompensation can take the form of repeated assurances like, I swear to God, or I promise I'm telling the truth. These phrases, while seemingly innocent, can indicate an underlying effort to convince you, because their words alone don't feel convincing even to them. For instance, if you ask someone if they took money from your wallet and they respond with, I swear I didn't. I would never do something like that. I'm an honest person, you know that? It may be a sign of overcompensation. Honest people usually let their actions and straightforward answers speak for themselves. Additionally, liars might provide excessive details to make their story seem authentic, such as saying, I was at the coffee shop from 4:15 to 5:30, sitting at the corner table by the window, drinking a cappuccino with 1 sugar. This level of detail might seem convincing at first, but it can also be a tactic to distract or overwhelm you with unnecessary information. Number 6, look for emotional mismatches. Emotions and expressions should align with what someone is saying. When there's a disconnect, it can be a strong indicator of dishonesty. For instance, imagine someone telling you they're heartbroken over a breakup, but they're smiling or laughing as they speak. This mismatch between their emotional expression and their words suggests that their claim might not be genuine. Similarly, if someone says they're thrilled about a promotion but delivers the news with a flat tone or no enthusiasm in their body language, it could signal they're hiding their true feelings. These mismatches often trigger a gut reaction before you consciously notice them. Your instincts might sense that something feels off, even if you can't immediately pinpoint why. Trust this feeling and take a closer look at their verbal and nonverbal communication for further clues. Number 7, notice avoidance of eye contact, or too much of it. Eye contact is one of the most misunderstood cues in detecting lies. While it's true that some liars avoid eye contact out of guilt or nervousness, others overcompensate by locking eyes to appear credible. For example, imagine confronting someone about a mistake at work and they stare at you intensely while delivering their explanation. This forced eye contact might feel unnatural and could indicate they're trying too hard to convince you. On the other hand, a person who avoids eye contact altogether might not necessarily be lying. They could simply be shy or anxious. The key is to observe whether their gaze feels natural or calculated. If their eye contact seems exaggerated or deliberately avoided in combination with other signs of deception, it's worth paying closer attention. Number 8, listen for the long pause. Liars often need extra time to fabricate their responses, resulting in long pauses or hesitations during conversations. For instance, if you ask someone, did you know about this issue beforehand? And they take a noticeably long time to respond, filling the silence with or it might indicate they're crafting a lie. Excessive filler words, overly polished sentences, or awkward silences can all point to dishonesty. For example, instead of a straightforward, no, I didn't, a liar might respond with, well, let me think. No, I don't believe I did. This extra time allows them to construct a plausible story, but can also expose their deception. Compare this to a truthful person who typically answers promptly and naturally because they're recalling genuine memories. Number 9, the slip of the tongue. Sometimes, liars inadvertently reveal the truth through a Freudian slip, a verbal mistake that uncovers what they're truly thinking. For example, someone denying responsibility for a broken item might accidentally say, I didn't break it. I mean, I wasn't even there when it broke. That slip, acknowledging the item was broken before it was mentioned, could reveal their guilt. These slips often occur because lying requires significant mental effort. The brain struggles to maintain the fabricated story while suppressing the truth, leading to occasional slips in speech. Pay close attention to how someone phrases their statements or corrects themselves. Even a small misstep can be a window into their actual thoughts. Number 10, they're too defensive. When confronted, liars often react defensively, lashing out or overreacting to shift attention away from themselves. Imagine accusing someone of taking something without permission, and they respond with anger, saying, "Why would you even think that about me? Are you calling me a thief?" This defensive reaction might be an attempt to make you feel guilty for questioning them, effectively diverting the conversation. In contrast, honest individuals are more likely to remain calm in discussing the issue. They don't feel the need to overreact because they know the truth is on their side. A liar's defensiveness can include blaming you, accusing you of being paranoid, or even dramatically changing the subject. Watch for these behaviors as they often indicate discomfort with the topic at hand. Number 11, trust your intuition. Your intuition is one of the most powerful tools for detecting lies. Even if you can't articulate why, your subconscious mind picks up on subtle cues, body language, tone, word choice, that can signal dishonesty. For example, you might feel uneasy after someone assures you they've completed a task, even though nothing obvious seems wrong. This gut feeling is often your brain's way of alerting you to inconsistencies it has detected subconsciously. Books like Blink by Malcolm Gladwell explore the power of these instinctive judgments. Trust that inner voice when something doesn't feel right. While intuition isn't foolproof, it's an essential starting point. Combine it with the other techniques discussed here to get a clearer picture of the truth. Remember, your instincts are often sharper than you realize, so don't dismiss them. Here's the truth. Mastering these techniques isn't just about spotting lies. It's about taking control of your relationships, your decisions, and your life. Imagine how much more confident and powerful you'll feel when you're no longer in the dark. But here's the catch. These skills only work if you're brave enough to practice them. Are you ready to see the world as it really is, or will you stay blind to the truth? If you're serious about mastering human behavior, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. And let me know in the comments, what's the biggest lie you've ever caught someone telling? Let's talk about it.